We are really happy to be here today and deliver the session about strategies that for small businesses like yourself can implement to succeed online. We're going to be exploring these key digital strategies for attracting new customers and driving growth in 2024, which I know is always top of mind as a small business. Christina, thank you for the introduction. We'll take it one step further and just share a little bit more about what we do at Digital Main Street. So my name is Candice Cristaveo, and I am the e-commerce program manager at Digital Main Street. I work closely with Matthew and Catherine, who, if they just want to come off mute and do a quick wave, will pop up probably on your screen.
Hi, everyone. Awesome. Happy to be here.
Thanks, team.
Happy to be here too.
So we work directly with small businesses through our e-commerce programming to support with digital strategies and topics such as e-commerce, cybersecurity, and digital marketing. So really key topics that are top of mind for small businesses across the province. I hope that some members of the audience today are familiar with Digital Main Street, but if not, I'll do a quick introduction. So for those of you who are not familiar, Digital Main Street is a program created by the Toronto Association of Business Improvement Areas with direct support from the City of Toronto and key corporate partners. Our goal continues to be to support small businesses in achieving their digital transformation. Our programs are built around an online learning platform, training programs, and a team of digital transformation experts who help enable small businesses to grow and manage their operations through technology. So this is inclusive of all the topics that I've mentioned around e-commerce, digital marketing, and cybersecurity, all of which we will discuss in depth today. So just a quick overview. Today, we're going to be focusing on presenting 3 key strategies to help you succeed in a digital landscape. Our first strategy is focusing on community building, which is so important, really turning transactions into a long-standing relationship, and ultimately the goal being to build long-standing relationships with your clients or customers. Then we're going to pivot to discussing embracing innovation and digital tools and apps that you'll need to succeed online. And finally, a heightened awareness around protecting your business online through cybersecurity. Okay, without further ado, I will pass it over to my colleague Matthew to dive into it.
Good morning, everyone. Just give me a second while I get my bearings. It's been very laggy this morning for me. Awesome. Happy to be here. Just want to say Bruce County is one of my favorite counties in Ontario. Thanks for joining. Really excited to be here. In the massive world of online shopping and social media, it might feel like a bit of a challenge to set yourself apart from everyone else, or even to attract your specific target market. Sometimes even get in front of that market is pretty difficult. However, by considering some new strategies, by being resourceful and thinking outside of the box, you can pave the way for new and current customers to find you in the crowd, much like our friend Waldo here, who should be coming up. Everyone familiar? Not, I definitely am the kids.
Oh, Matthew.
And Waldo. Online, like it pretty much is really hard for us. Yeah.
Not to interrupt you, but we're having some technical glitches here. Maybe if you could go off video, that'll help.
Yeah, probably. All right, you can hear me okay? It's not laggy?
It's much better.
Okay. So sorry about that. Teams just doesn't like me today. Starting at the top, is everyone familiar with this image? Everyone's tried to find Waldo before. This relates a lot to what it might feel like to be a business online, trying to get those customers to find you. Whether you're selling a product or service, you're looking for people to pretty much, you're fitting the need to the customers. Sometimes there are businesses with similar attributes to you, but they don't have your unique product or service offering. This is that the exact same thing as you, but customers are harder to find. Sometimes there are businesses that look and sound like you, but they're actually fraudulent, which is never good. Overall, it's really hard to sift through all the noise and all the clutter. Don't worry, it is not the end of the world. Today, we're here to talk about those strategies to help make it easier for your business to be found online. So back to Waldo, this is what it looks like if you do nothing. It's a big open landscape, lots of people involved, lots of businesses, can't really find them. And this is what it looks like as soon as you start to invest in any capacity digital transformation. Essentially, what you're doing is you're cutting down the field of view, making it easier for your customers to find you. And as you consider investing in your digital presence, it continues to cut down further through the noise. All of a sudden, they know where you are. You found Waldo. This is essentially what it looks like to find that customer to business connection. So the strategies we're presenting to you today will support your business in learning how to utilize tools and resources to cut your own space into this digital landscape, making your business stand out and making it easier for customers to find you. But first, we have to consider what a customer is looking for in a business or brand besides its product or service. So this is where creating relationships with your customers becomes important, and it changes you from being just another product on a shelf to something that they actually connect, resonate with, and feel that personal attachment to. Online communities are built through authentic interactions between you and your customers, and this can manifest across multiple online platforms. And although it may seem like a new online trend, creating this community is actually an integral element of your long-term digital success. Online communities can also enable members or customers to provide you with insights or share their experiences. This is where they can offer feedback and suggestions and ultimately supports you in your own product and service development and your own strategic initiatives. Your community will also act as a megaphone, which creates a sort of ripple effect in their own personal online communities. They're going to be part of not just your community and other ones. Word of mouth is going to be really important and really helpful. Overall, this will help increase the likelihood of you being noticed online. All right. So the effect that we see on social media every day is that the modern customer behavior is extending beyond simply transactions. So customers are increasingly inclined to not only make purchases online, but also to engage with brands on social media. This dual interaction highlights the importance of having a cohesive social strategy that does more than just drive sales. So no matter your business type, it is absolutely imperative that you have a social presence that is complementary of your online presence. A good example of this, a good holistic approach, would be creating content for your social media accounts that directs your audience to your website to read your most recent blog and then sign up for your brand new newsletter. Your social strategy must strive to generate clicks, connect your community, and cultivate those long-standing relationships with clients and customers. So another good example of this would be reposting and responding to a story from a recent customer who's reviewing their most recent purchase from your business. So leveraging social media as a small business is a great way to engage your community, build trust, and to help better understand your audience. Let's have a conversation about your day-to-day practice of engaging your audience and building your community. Please feel free to come off mute or type in the chat to join in on the discussion. So the first question we're going to ask, how do you ensure that your business is present and active on the digital channels that your customers are using? I'm going to give you guys just a minute, get your fingers warmed up, type it in the chat. It is a small group, so again, please feel free to come off mute and just let us know how you ensure that your business is present and active on those channels. Just gotta find the chat function. There it is. Don't be shy. Right, all good. Maybe give a bit of inspiration. What we do at Digital Main Street, how we ensure that we're present and active on our digital channels, is we make sure we post our content consistently across all of our channels that our audience uses, and by monitoring and responding to those comments and messages in a timely manner. The consistency is important. We're not just posting on one channel, we're posting on all the channels. The messaging is consistent. If it's going to be shared, it's going to be consistent. Consistency is absolutely key. Timeliness is also key. All right, so our next question. What approach do you use to engage with your audience in real time, and how do you stay current with the latest digital trends? Give the minute timer another go. Again, please feel free to type in the chat. Please feel free to come off mute. Just looking to hear how you guys do it.
I think at Business to Bruce, we do a lot of direct emails as well. So we have a newsletter where we're sharing content, but we also, if we know somebody we've worked with might fit well into a program, we may be sending them a more personal email to make sure that information is towards them.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you're getting directly in front of the audience, right? You're engaging with them, providing them with resources that are going to teach them something. At Digital Meeting Street, do something pretty similar. So we actually our audience in real time by hosting webinars or sessions like this. We also write blogs, and as well we share newsletters every month detailing trends and updates from industry leaders that we think small businesses should be made aware of. And we also keep our Digital Main Street Resource Hub up to date with key topics for areas such as e-commerce, digital marketing, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence. All right, final question. How do you foster a sense of community by responding to customer feedback and engaging with user-generated content? So this would be more so fostering that sense of community online, on social media, whatever that might look like. So how are you doing that? How are you talking to your audience?
Is there anyone
As
in the
a,
group that, oh, sorry, Matthew.
oh no, you can ask your question.
I was going to say, is there anyone that shares posts of their customers in the group?
Resharing is really important. It actually leads into, oh, is someone out saying something? Can't tell.
No,
All right,
you're good.
well, more of like a personal anecdote. I'm actually a small business owner myself. I own a skateboard shop in Kitchener. And so personally for my business, when someone provides feedback, I want to show that I care enough to respond to them. That's the kind of bare minimum. I'm actually going to respond, showing them that I'm human enough to make the interaction feel genuine. I can foster a sense of community by making sure that I'm engaging and responding to their comments or messages accordingly. So again, that personalization. I can also repost and respond to that user generated content as it's posted. A good example would be someone posts a skateboarding clip and they tag us in it. We can comment on it, we could repost it to our story. Again, we're engaging with the customer, showing them that we care. I want to make sure that my tone always aligns with my brand voice and that all of the responses or actions that I'm taking are going to be personalized to the specific customer. So it's really important in my business to be personal, to show my face. But yeah, thank you everybody. And the stats here will describe that 72% of Canadians say that an increased social media presence has actually helped them become more aware of what small and local businesses had to offer. And since the majority of Canadian retail shoppers conduct online research before they actually visit a store, using those social platforms for brand research is going to be their first step. So it's important that we do understand the importance of having a strong social presence to build those communities and strengthen our customer relationships. And by strong social presence, I don't mean you have to have a million followers. It just means you're actively engaged on your social media. You could have 100 people that are following you, but if you're actively engaging them, that's going to show that you have a strong social presence. All right, so we have a really great business example that we see in the real world with Legends League. So Legends League is a streetwear slash clothing retailer based in Toronto, owned by a man named Brian. It started online only, selling at the back of a pickup truck downtown Toronto, and quickly developed a very, very loyal and dedicated online following, even receiving some cosigns from OVO amongst others. He is completely authentic, he's very transparent, and he's also very vulnerable when creating that connection with his customers. Everything about the brand is a reflection of Brian's approach to building the business. So he uses organic photos, nothing really specific to his like Instagram grid or anything like that. And everything is just customer centric. So engaging with his customers at his old store, he'd ask questions about feedback, he'd listen to suggestions they had, and also just taking guidance where applicable. So something like a customer appreciation sale is how he kind of paid back his customers and showed his appreciation for them. He became known for his 3 daily things on Twitter, which essentially was a collection of his random thoughts that he ended up putting into a book that he then made available to his customers. So unfortunately, he had to shut the business down in 2022, leaving a heartfelt message to his audience. As you can see, the connection he has with his customers and the comments they left, it shows that, very strong brand loyalty. He had a really strong impact on the community as a whole. And yeah, so as he actually came back. That's one point I want to miss here, or don't want to miss here. He reopened his online store in mid 2024, again, referencing that impact that the brand had on the community as being that key driver for that. And as he was reestablishing his business, he immediately utilized his community and asked them what they wanted. This not only gave him a jumping off point, but it actually opened up those doors again to build those relationships with his customers. And as you can see, when asking which collections to bring back, it was pretty equally divided in the responses, showing that it wasn't any specific product or collection that kept his community strong, but the brand itself. And it speaks a lot that after 2 years of a hiatus, coming back with this sort of traction is the community is solid. That's what it shows. I'm going to pass it over to Catherine, though, to take over from here.
Thanks, Matthew. We're big fans of Legends League over here. Their story is pretty inspiring, especially when you take from them closing down and then bringing their community back and stronger than ever. So we really love to show off that business example here in our webinars. Today, personalizing content, as you just saw, and understanding what your customers want is actually easier than ever, thanks to the automation tools and, of course, that big buzzword we keep hearing, artificial intelligence or AI. These tools can actually make or break your ability to connect with your audience efficiently and consistently. So keeping up with the latest innovations in terms of technology platforms and opportunities will provide your business with a competitive advantage. AI and automation trends have a little bit of a bad rap, as many people tend to believe it's removing that human element out of your authentic content. However, automation should be seen as a complementary piece to optimize the work that you're already doing to run your business. And also align with your existing efforts, your plans and strategies, and all of this will end up driving efficiency. So through innovative technology, automation plays a critical role in enhancing efficiency of small businesses. Businesses can automate and simplify routines, such as business transactions, and leverage technology to carry out routine tasks. As well as processes and operations with minimal human input, which helps businesses streamline workflows, reduce costs, which is a big bonus, and boost efficiency. Small businesses can also benefit from the use of digital marketing automations to help enhance and increase efficiency in their marketing strategies, such as email marketing automations, content creation, and even social media management tools too. So think of these automations and workflows that you are building out. Your email automation is the tool, is the tools of triggering email messages and personalizing your messages based on specific actions customers take. So this supports with repetitive tasks while utilizing email marketing to the best of its abilities. Some of these do include automated welcome emails sent when a customer signs up for the email newsletter or for your mailing list, tailored products as well. If you notice customers are more inclined to purchase one product over another, these automations can help tailor your emails with this, with those recommendations, and also abandoned cart reminders. I do know the holidays are upon us. I have been adding everything into carts and then kind of leaving them there, looking to go back to them. So my inbox has been exploding with those abandoned cart emails reminding me like, hey, you need to check out, you didn't actually purchase this. So content automation as well uses software or AI tools to streamline tasks such as content creation and distribution and management, making these processes way more efficient. So using these tools such as keyword research or idea generation or even content writing and generation or image generation, can help tailor your content to your audience as well. They can also help collect data for informed decision-making and aid in scaling your operations overall. Social media management too, those types of automations help small businesses by streamlining their social media activities, making it easier to maintain that consistent online presence, as we spoke about posting across the board on all your social platforms. It can also help with improving your social media strategies and focus on growth and customer engagement as well. Businesses can schedule posts in advance using content calendars, ensuring consistent content delivery. It can even enable efficiency monitoring and engagement via automated responses to comments and messages. So if you are using a certain chat box on your social media, it can prompt those automated messages. So you're not stuck at a computer 24/7 trying to answer every single person that hits your message box. And it can also analyze your social media performance metrics too. So seeing what is performing better over something else, or which direction your content should be taking in your social media channels. So by using marketing automations, 77% of businesses do see an increase in those conversion rates. This includes the use of tools like those email campaigns we just spoke about, customer segmentation as well, and social media management, and a lot more. So again, with Legends League, I told you they're a favorite of ours. We're going to chat about them a couple times. They actually leveraged a new third-party logistics partner that allowed him to not only focus on the package or on packaging every order himself, but now he can spend more time on the actual business, on creating his designs, on creating his products, on making sure that his customers feel connected with him, and is able to schedule everything out so that way it's always on 24/7 type thing. This also, of course, allowed him to increase his productivity and efficiency. His business, of course, was exploding, so he needed to keep up with everything that was going on. So as mentioned, automated marketing tools such as the automated email campaigns can streamline your digital marketing efforts and enhance engagement within your audience. I would like to show you this video to kind of walk through how simple it can be to embrace innovative tools and automations like email marketing campaigns and implement them within your own business strategy. And that's it, he says. We make it look easy on here, but honestly, it can be that easy when using these types of automations. MailChimp, what we just showed you as well, does have that step-by-step guide that can walk you through email marketing automations among other products that can do the same. So it's definitely something worth looking into for sure. I'd also like to talk to you about a big challenge that has been affecting businesses of all sizes, and this is cybersecurity. So, cybersecurity may sound intimidating, but it does not have to be. In fact, it's crucial for us to keep cybersecurity at the forefront of our digital strategy because having a plan is what helps us protect both our business and our customer data. So, think about how much we rely on technology. For example, we are currently sitting at our computers on a webinar while you're absorbing all of this information. So we also have smartphones and computers and the internet. All of these tools have become so essential that it's hard to imagine running a business without them. This includes, of course, online banking, processing customer transactions, all those email marketing that I just talked about, and that social media. So technology powers our daily operations. With, of course, this convenience does come a risk. The more we're connected, the more we have to be on guard against these cyber threats as well. So small businesses are especially vulnerable since we often handle sensitive information, including all of our financial data, our customer records, etc. And a data breach doesn't just lead to financial losses, it can also damage our reputation, which is often even harder to repair. So as more business functions move online, we do need to be proactive about this. Implementing strong security practices means we're not only protecting our own assets, but we're also building trust with our customers and reassuring them that their data is safe with you as a business owner or your entire business. So cybersecurity, as mentioned, may feel daunting, but a few practical steps can make all of the difference in protecting your business and your reputation. So here's some powerful stats that really drives home the importance of cybersecurity specifically for small businesses. First, 94% of cyber breaches happen because of human error. This shows how crucial it is to educate and train ourselves and our teams on these best practices. 70% of cyber attack businesses are actually small businesses. They're a major target for cyber criminals or bad actors, as we like to call them. And that's often because many small businesses aren't fully prepared. In fact, 68% of small businesses either don't have or don't know if they have any cybersecurity measures in place. And a common misconception is that 60% of small businesses believe they're actually too small to be a target, but that's exactly what makes small businesses actually attractive to these bad actors. There are so many small businesses, specifically in Ontario and all over the country, and many don't have that robust protection. So looking at these stats, this is a real call to action for small businesses to take cybersecurity a lot more seriously and make it a priority in their operations as well. So, which brings us to how exactly do you build a secure business ecosystem? You can do a complete risk analysis of your systems and assets and identify potential gaps in protection and staff training if you do have staff as well. Develop a cybersecurity plan to ensure compliance with various regulations, such as the GDPR, which is the General Data Protection Regulation. Non-compliance can actually result in fines and damage to a business's reputation as well. So create, maintain, and practice a cyber incident response plan that is rapidly implementable. You can also implement cybersecurity tools. So for instance, cybersecurity software that can leverage machine learning algorithms to detect order fraud or click fraud, and malicious bots, protecting your business against these cyber attacks and cyber fraud in real time. Of course, you can get notified as well. So set up transaction alerts on all credit, debit cards, and bank accounts. Choose banks that offer multiple layers of authentication to access accounts and transactions. I know personally, my bank has all those card lock things on it. If anything goes across my card, I get the notification. If something doesn't look like something I buy, I get a phone call right away. There are a lot of banks out there that will help you, especially with your business accounts, protect everything safely. And then, of course, restrict access to. We do want to restrict access to sensitive accounts to only those employees who absolutely need that access, and change your passwords often and only allow people those passwords that absolutely need them, or have everybody have a different password as well. So our team actually recently attended a cybersecurity webinar held by MasterCard, in which they stated that constant vigilance is absolutely essential. Businesses should ensure that their employees and themselves have strong passwords, prevent sharing passwords, and use business equipment only for business tasks. So no checking your social media or your personal emails on these business equipment or on this business equipment. The main way of mitigating a cyber attack is to ensure that everyone is educated on these preventative measures and what to look for, including phishing scams in business email compromises, consumer payment fraud, and all kinds of other cyber attacks. And of course, understand the risks involved with all of these. So as mentioned, businesses should also look to ensuring that they have policies of their own in place to protect themselves from cyber attacks and ensure their employees are informed of these policies as well. So, of course, we're not going to give you all of this information and then just leave you hanging. We do have resources on how exactly you can dive into the world of cybersecurity. So, these tools and trainings are tailored to the unique needs of small businesses, ensuring that you can protect your data, protect your customers, and protect your reputation without overwhelming your team or, of course, your budget. MasterCard's Trust Center is designed for varying levels of cybersecurity awareness and adaptation or adoption. Digital Main Streets, of course, we're tooting our own horn here. We do have a cybersecurity course as well for small business owners who want to learn more about cybersecurity best practices. And MasterCard Emerging Leaders Cyber Initiative is a unique leadership program for women and non-binary leaders who seek to advance into executive level positions in cybersecurity or related fields. So some pretty cool resources we have there for you. Here we have our key takeaways. Matthew, I'm going to pass it right back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you. Hopefully I don't have to turn my camera off again, but thank you. Grab control of the screen there. All right. So key takeaways from today's session. So just diving into each topic and just summarizing it for you, turning transaction into relationship, transforming transactions into lasting relationships, leveraging your online presence as a catalyst for business growth and community building, embracing innovation. So ensuring that you're keeping up to date with the latest innovations in terms of all the technologies, platforms, and the opportunities that will provide your business with a leg up on your competition as you continue to leverage all those new tools and for automations and much more. And then finally, heightened awareness. So it is absolutely crucial for you and your business to be proactive rather than reactive when it comes to cybersecurity initiatives. To do this, ensure that you have policies in place to protect yourself from cyber attacks and ensure your employees are informed of these policies. Doing like trainings and things like that is going to be helpful. Making them do the DMS cybersecurity course is going to be helpful. But yeah, so I'm going to pass it over to Christina to facilitate any questions and answer period that we might have. If you do have any questions, again, please feel free to hop off mute, drop them in the chat, but we're more than happy to answer those questions.
That's amazing. I really appreciate this. As I said, there's always more that we can gain from these sessions, and I feel like every time there's these new pieces that are added in. So with that, I am going to stop the recording. Let me do that as I say that.